Hi everyone and welcome back to Let's Play HoI4. So, let's continue where we left off, and I think I'm going to recruit some paratroopers after all. They will probably be useful. The only problem is that paratroopers on their own most likely won't be enough to win the war, and I'll need to get air superiority in the first place to even be able to use them, but we can recruit some preemptively. They might be useful in the future. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, how many do we want to recruit simultaneously? I did already make the division bigger, so there's that. Let's do 5 and 3 runs. That should be enough. How long will it take? Let's see, April. It will take a year, really. Alright. Well, half a year, but that's still quite a long time. I guess we'll wait. I could do 10 at a time. Alright, never mind. Let's do 2 runs of 10 each. Sounds good. And it will be done in April next year. Also, some people wanted to see stats for the air war in northern France. I can show you. So these are the stats. We shot down over 2,000 enemy bombers and almost 2,000 enemy fighters. And if I take total stats, it's even more. Almost 3,000 bombers and over 2,000 fighters. That's a lot. And we're still not quite close to having air superiority, because there are over 1,000 fighters in southern England. That's a bit of a problem. And I need more fighters myself before I even consider trying to get air superiority in England. Ace pilot promoted, nice. He's probably going to die anyway. That's how it goes, it seems. They just get killed eventually. So how are the naval bombers doing? They aren't doing a whole lot anymore. Alright. Carry on then. How many submarines do we have by now? Let's see, 17. Our research is done. So, since I'm going to use some paratroopers in the future, we should probably improve them a bit. That sounds like a good idea to me. And how are the Soviets doing against Japan? Well, they seem to be doing fine. They probably don't need my help anymore, but we can help them anyway. We are already doing that, so might as well finish the job. But then we'll still have to take care of Japan. We'll have to actually invade them and take Tokyo. That might be a little bit tougher. Having said that, it's quite possible that it will be easier than invading England. It's hard to say. But I'd rather focus on England, because that's what we're already doing. It will just take some time. There's no magical shortcut to do it quickly. We need either air superiority or naval superiority, or both. But we need at least one of these things. So there's that. Okay, no more enemy fighters here, that's good. Let's just recall all of these guys for now. How many do we have total? Let's take a total count. Remove. And remove. We need at least 1,000 fighters, if not more than that. Preferably more than that. But I think 1,000 is the minimum here. How many do we have right now? Almost 500, alright. And we have over 500 naval bombers. Okay then. That's not bad. We could try sending them to the English Channel soon. In fact, let's maybe try doing that. Where are they exactly? Oh yeah, I removed them, right. So let's try this. We'll deploy them all. All 500. Yeah, sure. 200 and 100. Can we get an ace pilot for them? No, we cannot. Alright, fair enough. And the fighters. Let's see. Okay, these guys. And ace pilot. One more air wing. And another ace pilot. And we might as well use some other fighters as well. The better ones. Actually, these are the guys that should have used the ace pilots, but I can reassign them. That's our best variant, Mark III. Not much point deploying closer support. Let's not do that. Do we have one more ace pilot? Yeah, we have several more. Alright. Sounds good to me. Alright, everything is deployed. Let's send them to the English channel. And we'll try during the day only, maybe. Like so. Naval strike. Air superiority. Alright, let's see how it goes. If they send 1,000 fighters, I'll probably cancel the missions. Let's check stats in the English channel. Yeah, not much going on right now. And I could send the submarines. Yep, let's send them on a patrol mission for now. We're up to 18 submarines, and these are the best ones. So, let's go. Patrol. They are still repairing. I think it's just one. They are almost repaired. You will be fine. Why can we not go? Yeah, we can go. Alright. Get over here. I'm not done with you. Alright, well, let's hope we'll catch something. Rocket development is done. Let's keep working on the jet engines. Also, we have to pick focus. Not much else we can get here, honestly. Coastal defense was that. Submarine models, yeah, we don't need submarines anymore. Light cruiser, heavy cruiser. Not sure if I'm going to bother with that. Alright, how's our research going anyway? 13 days to finish formation fighting. Alright then. So, carry on. There's our fleet. I only set them to patrol for now and not to engage because this is not enough submarines. And you know, I don't want to lose them. The problem we're having is that there are over 100 ships moving together. So if we don't sink at least some of them, it's going to be a problem. Like I said, we'll just have to wait. That's pretty much what it is. There are no magical solutions here. And the United Kingdom is hard to invade, even when played by the AI. Even harder when it's played by a human player. Our convoys, unfortunately. Not much I can do about that. This is likely going to be the slightly tedious part, I suppose. I could always take some more of Africa, but there's mostly no real reason to do that. There aren't a lot of resources in here. It's to kill time, primarily. And some allies. The only resource I really need is rubber, and there's no rubber here. So, how are we doing? Naval bombers. Well, we did actually, yeah, we did more damage than I thought we will. We sank what? 2 heavy cruisers? Not bad. Not bad at all, but look at all of this crap. Yeah. Well, Formation fighting. Plus 15% air superiority mission efficiency. That's what I like. Air support, mission efficiency. Okay, the next two are mostly not useful. The third one is more useful? No, not really. Let's work on some other things. What else can we get? Maybe we should unlock some strategic bombers. Strategic bombers can be useful. In fact, it might be a good idea against the UK. What about Naval? We could get the next destroyer. Alright, let's get the next destroyer. I might use some destroyers on top of submarines. Oh, and also, I am producing some transport planes on top of paratroopers, because we'll need them, clearly. Once we get the first wave of paratroopers, I could try to sneak them in. It's not going to be easy, but hey, we can at the very least try. Like, for example, right now there's nothing in southern England. So, who knows, it might actually work. It seems they are all in northern France. Yep, that's a lot of bombers. What do you think you're doing? Alright, it's time to change our priority a bit. Let's send them all here for now. Day and night. Alright, looks good. And okay, 700 fighters in the English Channel. We should probably cancel this for now. We did some damage. It's okay. So cancel that. Can we deploy more fighters? I think so. Let's see, fighter 2. I mean, we might as well use them, because I won't be producing those anymore. And yep, we lost a nice pilot. That's just how it goes. Off you go. Okay, looks good. And oh, they moved already. Hey, we can move as well. No problem. How's our construction queue? It's doing fine. We'll get under a synthetic refinery. No, I don't want your divisions, thanks. Yes, the naval bombers have no mission, tell me something new. What about our submarines? Are they doing anything useful? Not really. Let's send them back to port for a moment. How's our Admiral doing? 21% towards Seawolf. Okay. And how's Japan? Japan is almost gone. I think it's time to go home. The Soviet Union can handle this just fine. So, yep, let's just send these guys back home. Off you go. And delete the battle plan, because we do have a battle plan. I wouldn't want them to go back as soon as they arrive in Europe. Okay, I think I removed it all. Yeah, I did. Let's turn off Allied battle plans. Yeah, this is a little bit more obvious now, when I can't see the Soviet battle plans. Yep, we had a few small front lines here. Need to remove those. Alright, carry on. Is everyone going back? They should be. Come on, people. Let's go back home. Strategic redeployment. Okay, back we go then. Hey, who knows, maybe the Soviet Union will invade Japan. That seems rather unlikely. But hey, one can hope. House resistance? Probably not great. Yeah, I mostly can't be bothered. with resistance micromanagement anymore. I did assign some garrisons, but the garrison order is pretty terrible to handle resistance because not every province has strategic points that will be defended with a garrison order. Some just don't have anything, like this one for example. So yeah, now we just mostly wait. That's pretty much it. Having said that, once we get the paratroopers, I'll try to sneak them in. We just have to wait a few more months to actually finish paratrooper recruitment. How's air doing? And they moved to northern France again. I can't blame them. They want to play cat and mouse. I am okay with this. Over 3,000 enemy bombers lost. That's insane. In total, we shot down over 5,000 air units just in northern France alone. That's insane. And they still have a lot left. Well, not that many. We might be able to land paratroopers. I'm actually looking forward to that. It will be interesting to try, that's for sure. Alright, let's move around a little bit more. Suppress some resistance. Yep, quite a lot of red, but like I said, I mostly can't be bothered with the resistance micromanagement anymore. It doesn't really matter that much. We have so much territory that some factories getting sabotaged is not a big deal. I can mostly ignore it. I have enough production. And I have too much territory to place units in every single province. This is probably the most tedious part of the game, once you get a lot of territory. Resistance. 23 submarines. We're working on it. I could try both a naval invasion and paratroopers at the same time, but naval invasion is kind of unlikely to succeed. In fact, I might not even be able to start it now. I don't think 23 submarines will be enough to get control of the English Channel. No, it will not be enough. I can pretty much guarantee that will not be enough. So, how are you guys doing in Africa? We might as well take some more territory. Because we can. Don't really need another reason. Alright, let's take some more then, shall we? Off you go. Are there actually any resources in this area? There's a little bit of oil. Yeah, there's a little bit of rubber in Liberia. But that's only 4. Not worth bothering with. Okay, research finished. Let's just keep working on jet engines. Might be useful. Yeah, it's already 1944. I hope we'll be able to do something about the UK soon. You know what my plan is? We just have to wait for April. That's literally it. We'll have 10 paratrooper divisions. Come on, people. Train harder. Anything we can spend our political power on? Probably not. Yeah, one more guy. Military High Command? No, that's not very useful. Tank designers. I mean, I might as well grab that guy. Not much else I can spend political power on, so yeah. Are we there yet? Okay. These guys are still on the way. I suppose I can adjust the garrison area a bit. And they will move. So, like this. I don't remember what's red. Looks decent enough, doesn't have to be perfect. Our manpower is a little bit low. I won't be able to recruit that many paratroopers. It's unfortunate. I could always change my conscription law, but I don't think that will be necessary. We're getting 5% right now. I could increase it to 10. But then I'll get a penalty for my factory output. Only 10%. We'll do it if it's necessary. Alright, more focus. Don't need any of that. What about a destroyer bonus? Yes. Well, the submarine bonus will be wasted, but I don't think I'll be bothering with cruisers. Now we can get a destroyer bonus up here. Good, good. Then we can use that to get the 1944 destroyer version. And we can build some of those. You know what would be nice? 6 more Navy experience, then I could get a variant. It wouldn't be a very good one, but still a variant. Now, I don't think 25 submarines is enough either. We can lose them very, very easily. So no. But we can try the naval bombers again. Also, I'll probably get radios sometime soon. It's just not very high priority. It's not that useful in our situation. Let's try some naval bombers again. See how it goes. Alright then. So you guys will go to the English Channel. And we'll deploy some naval bombers. We got over 700 now, not bad. They should be able to do some really good damage. So, during the day only, and air superiority. Let's see if we can get something done. Would be nice. Are we there yet? We can deploy some more fighters. There's enough space in here, right? Yeah, there is. Alright, off you go. Naval strike during the day only. $600 fighters. Yeah, we might want to send some more fighters. 600 is not that many. We can get air superiority. One guy is still waiting. Okay, 500 fighters and 600 bombers. And they already backed up. Good. I might just leave them like this for now. And let's send a submarine patrol. So off you go. And hopefully we'll find something. That's the general idea. But I still said them to do not engage. I do not want to engage with the submarines. Let the naval bombers do their thing. Still January. Yeah, we need to wait a few more months. And they are attacking France. We can deploy some older and crappier fighters. We actually got some fighters down here. So yeah, we can use those. Any more outdated fighters? Yeah, we got some Mark I fighters. And Mark II fighters. We can deploy some of those. It should be enough. But wrong order there. Interception. Off you go. They should be able to handle this. Only 69 bombers. Yep, we'll shoot them all down. And we do have more anti-air. I did build some anti-air in here, by the way, in case you're wondering. In fact, we got more anti-air queued up. Well, we're doing some damage. We sunk 2 submarines. These are pretty old ones, but hey, we're doing something, that's good. 2 more months. For paratroopers. I can't speed it up. Other than by speeding up the game itself. Well, that's quite a bit of red, but I'm mostly going to ignore it at this point. It's just not worth the trouble. I'll just move them around from time to time. Okay, these guys are an army, I think. Yep. We can change their garrison area, I suppose. Send them back to Greece. That will do. And we can change garrison area for the other army in Europe. Garrison is not perfect because they will not take resistance into account at all, but it's still better than nothing. I think I had enough moving everyone manually. This will do. So carry on. Ace pilot promoted. And we sunk something big, heavy cruiser. They have a lot more, but at least we're making some progress. Alright, paratroopers free? Yeah, sure, let's do that. +5 organization. Not amazing, but still something. How are we doing? Well, still shooting down bombers. A lot of them, in fact. Enemy fighters lost. Enemy ships bombed, 5. Yeah, that's not bad. 2000 active enemy bombers. Wow, okay. Really? 700 fighters. Okay, let's keep an eye on this. See, they still have so many fighters. But you know what we can try to do? Keep them busy in a different air zone and then try to paradrop into England. I don't know if it's going to work, but we can certainly try. Once we get the paratroopers. Okay, how's Japan? Can the Soviets actually get down here? Well, yeah, they can just attack France. Unfortunately, we'll have to take Tokyo to make Japan surrender. It's not going to work otherwise. How's the research? About to finish rocket engines. And we can get started on the jet engines. We got a few more years to finish this. I hope it won't take that long. Come on, give me rocket engines. One more day, go, go. Alright, and now we can get started on jet engines. We got a bonus for that. And once we get that, we can research some jet fighters. These guys. Over 1000 days to research the 1950 variant. Anyway, I'm going to make a cut here and continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.